Collective, how you doing? Here it is Thursday, and I thought it was Wednesday. Somewhere along the line I lost a day. It's gonna be like that, huh? I hope you're doing well, and I hope that all of you are able to manage your emotional status very well and stay balanced with on all of the turmoil that's happening in the world. Do a collective read and see what the energies have for us this afternoon. Spirit, what is it that the collective needs to know about the energies this afternoon? Got the Nine of Cups in the upright. So we have a wish come true. Emotional stability. You've struggled with finding purpose and comfort after a loss. It's been long, a long, long journey. But it's time for joy again. Challenge. Queen of Cups reversed. So yeah, we have a jealous person. It's time for your happiness. I mean, it could be that you've recently met somebody, started a new relationship. It could be that their ex is insecure and very jealous of you. Wanting to get all up in your space. In the subconscious. Really? In the subconscious. So there's the Star and the Eight of Swords and the Six of Wands all in the upright. So there was perhaps somebody was trying to impose victim mentality over this Star, this Queen of Wands in the reverse. So in the subconscious of this one who's having a wish come true, you, is this jealous Queen of Wands, and she wanted to have the Star in bound up in some victim mentality and some negative thoughts, but the Star gets the victory over all that. So, okay, there's that. In the recent past, got the Devil in the upright. So, yeah, there could have been a codependent relationship. Very materialistic. Could have had some addictive behaviors, and that doesn't necessarily mean drugs. It could just mean like habitual patterns of whatever addictive sort. The intention and expectation of this Devil was to steal your financial growth, to steal your good investment. That was what their plan is. Their plan is to steal your financial growth, your wish come true, your life of luxury and stability. So this Devil's intention, or whoever that is, some probably mate to this Queen of Wands reversed. In the near future, got the Hermit. So light is being shown on this situation. So there's some truth seeking. There is light being shown on this situation. The lens that everybody's looking through is the Queen of Swords in the upright. So unbiased judgment. Queen of Swords is an unbiased judgment, justice, independent. So she's setting clear boundaries. She's got clear boundaries, and she's very perceptive. In the environment, we got the Tower reversed. So somebody has a fear of change, and they're trying to delay a disaster, a collapse of whatever they got going on. Hopes and fears. Seven of Pentacles in the upright. So they're hoping that they're gonna get this investment. They're still going for it. What's the outcome? So there's bad choices in relationships. We're going to have to clarify that, because right now it just looks like the only thing that we got going on here that looks anything like a relationship is this Queen of Wands reversed and this Devil energy. Whoever that is. Could be a Leo and a Capricorn. In the outgoing energy, we have the Nine of Wands. So somebody's weary. Somebody's weary of this. Growing weary. Growing weary. So there's a wish come true, contentment, luxury, life of gratitude for the main female. So this main female is getting a wish come true. This jealous Queen of Wands reversed is very narrow-minded and deceitful, and she's bringing conflict. Message of concern, twice. So it could be that this Queen of Wands reversed is sending messages, or because this is in the challenge position. This Queen of Wands reversed is sending out messages of concern, written material that is against this main female. She could be falsifying some sort of evidence. She could be falsifying letters and planting them for the shock value, to try to frame this main female with the intention of getting her all up in her feels and in a victim mentality. This main female is the star. And this Queen of Wands reversed wants her in a victim mentality, in prison with negative thoughts, having mental issues, basically. But there is a victory over this. Desire. And there's mature man here in the reverse. So there's a mature man, an upside down mature man, like maybe this mature man is this devil energy. What's this? And sudden wealth. So there's sudden wealth here, and there's an immature man here who could be or doing something to try to gain this sudden wealth. Could be trying to hide himself. He doesn't want anybody to know he's here. In the recent past, we got this devil energy. So there's a toxicity, destructive. Somebody's and addictions. So somebody's very materialistic, and they're showing up here on the scene, and they want to flip this unexpected income. They want it, and they're here to steal the achievement of the good investment. That's what they want. They want that sudden wealth of the main male. So they're attacking the main male. This devil energy is attacking the main male, coming in to steal his wealth, his divine inheritance. And this Queen of Wands reversed is attacking the main female. So there are forces here attacking both of these partners as they're coming together in their new cycle. There's light being shown on this with the Hermit card. There's a light being shown on it. There is change coming. We got the Queen of Swords here. The lens are looking through unbiased judgment. Somebody's clear-minded. And they're cutting out bullshit, setting boundaries. She's very independent. And maybe, well, let's see. She's very independent. She's Queen of Swords energy. There's, Queen of Swords, who could be a privileged lady that's in this person's thoughts. There's a masculine here who's got this privileged lady in his thoughts. This Queen of Swords could be a privileged lady, and he's looking at her and he's thinking about her. In the environment, there is somebody who's trying to delay a disaster. This false person is trying to delay a disaster. Hopes and fears, they want the investment. They want a reward. They want a reward for being good little thieves and master manipulators. Yeah, they want this great fortune. That's their hope. And in the outcome, we've got the Lovers reversed. It could be that somebody chooses self-love. It could be that there is disharmony within all relationships. And that they do, in fact, instill some sort of fear of commitment. Let's see what this is. Who is it for? A community. A fear of commitment, disharmony, misalignment of values. There's imbalance in the relationships of this community. That's what that is. It says Lovers reversed, so all these intimate relationships within this community are misaligned. Their values aren't the same anymore. They don't agree with each other. There's an official person here in the outcome. Yeah, there's a test of faith. There's you're being resilient. There's an official person here regarding this gift and this mature woman. who's here with this mature man in the reverse. He's trying to hide himself. They want this new beginning. They're in despair. They're in despair because what's happening on the distant horizons is there's a journey here, and there's a wealthy man, and there's who's going to be lovers. Somebody's expecting him. They do something for a job. They want they want this person of high honor and bad health and dead. And they want poverty to come to these people who are getting married. They're working in the dark in this big house. They're doing things in a family room. They're under adjudication, though, for what they did, trying to come against this courtship in their pathway. They're facing imprisonment. They're in the courthouse right now. This thief is concerned. Alrighty then. So there's that. Main female is getting a wish come true. Main female is getting a wish come true. Success. She knows that there's no greater goal than to love. Main female is getting a wish come true because she is love. And there's this jealous Queen of Wands in the reverse. I think she's forging documents. She's planting evidence. She's making up letters and documentation, and she's planting it. See here, we've got a message. We got Queen of Wands reversed, and then we've got a message here that's being sent out, and then there's somebody here who's just shocked. They've received a message of concern, and this is in the challenge position for this main female. So this Queen of Wands is falsifying information and planting evidence against this main female. With the intention of putting her in an Eight of Swords, of getting her isolated and bound and ostracized. Because she wants this sudden wealth, and she wants to share it with this person, or this person. They're working together. This Queen of Wands reverse could be that mature woman that was in there. Because they're a pair. Yeah. Yeah. So this Queen of Wands is falsifying letters or some sort of documentation. It's being utilized to create shock with another person, and this is to affect your balance, the balance of this main female. So she's in perfect harmony right now. And so this Queen of Wands reverse is falsifying documents and planting it in order to knock this main female off her balance, out of her state of harmony. She's calm. She's hopeful. She's got a spiritual fortune coming. She's very emotionally stable. And so she's hoping by falsifying letters and planting evidence and having people be so shocked and whatever about it, that it's going to knock her out of balance. She's going to go into feeling isolated. She's going to go into this victim mentality because everybody's going to be pointing at her saying, you did this. And she's going to be like, what are you talking about? Because she's sitting here with a spiritual fortune. She's a good omen. She's a star. She's all about rejuvenation. And this Queen of Wands is jealous and wants to put her in a self-imposed victim mentality prison. She wants nobody talking to her. But she gets a victory over this. Okay, because these people, they just want her wish come true. They want her healing abilities. They're in denial. They're in denial. They don't want her to have this. They're not accepting the fact that it belongs to her. They won't accept the fact that it belongs to her. They're not stopping. They're coming after it, even though the cycle is done. So there's a devil here trying to flip the unexpected income, this divine inheritance of this main male, trying to flip his relationships, trying to flip his unexpected income. They want to steal through fraud and theft and acting strategically with deception, to steal his what he's worked so hard for, what he's been so responsible to earn, his financial growth, his good investment. It was a slow and steady thing that he built, and they're coming to just destroy it and his relationships. That's their intention. They think they're divine. They're not able to bring about an ending for him and his hard work. They're not able to do that. Light has been shown on this situation, and there will be a change coming. And before I even do that, we got grief on the bottom of the deck. So there's going to be change that's going to be putting somebody in a state of grief. Because it looks like this main female and this main male, they honor their health, mental health, physical health, energetic health, emotional health. They face these challenges with courage, and that puts these ones in grief. They're in grief, and they're super guilty. They're super guilty of holding on to the beliefs that don't assist in their soul's growth. They're guilty of holding on to the beliefs that do not assist in their soul's growth. They're guilty. They won't let it go. They're in grief now because they're losing something. There's light has been shown on this situation, and change is coming. There's a Queen of Swords here, and a privileged lady, and a masculine who's got her in his thoughts. He's looking right at her. Privileged ladies like the Empress. Yeah. So trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me. So the privileged lady here is trusting her intuition. The privileged lady could very well be in her Queen of Swords energy right now. And there's a masculine here all up in his thoughts about that. There's a false person here. There's a woman and a masculine on this card, wearing masks, hiding half their face. Got all these numbers and codes and whatever they do. They're little magicians. They're trying to delay a disaster. They're trying to delay a disaster. Could it be the fact that the main male and female are living a life of gratitude and this is causing this is causing this tower moment, this delay, this fear of change. Like the gratitude that these people have is causing this false person a lot of suffering. Hopes and fears. So their hope was that they would get this investment, that they would get the reward, that they would get the great fortune. But now they're in regret for what they did, and they're in fear. The Lover's card is in the reverse. So it could be that these partners, mature man, mature woman, this false person who's Queen of Wands in the reverse, and this devil energy, this whole community of people who are imbalanced, they're in disharmony. They made a lot of bad choices. Because they're envious. So you're weary. The main male and the main female, they've been attacked. They've been getting all these devil energies and attempts to flip upside down their wish come true and all of their beautiful loving relationships. These ones have been out to just knock them down, tear up their balance. They're denying the fact that these people they know that there's no greater goal than to love, and they're emotionally stable in all of this. Okay, they work slow and steady. They're very perseverant in the work that they do. It's not they don't just go out and steal wealth from people and all of a sudden have the fancy car and the fancy house. No, they have to work for it, and they do it the right way. This is why they're getting the wish come true. They have overcome a lot of challenges. They feel good when they help others. So they're coming into abundance. They know their purpose. Their purpose is to affect change. And this has these ones worried. Okay? The fact that these two are honest, they have honesty. And they forgive people. They release that energy of burden, that grudges and anger and all of that. They're just like, I'm releasing that, and they're move on with their life. They persevere through all of that. They're happy people. They're free people. They accept life's challenges and they move on. They have empathy for those others that they come into contact with. They're all about expansion and growth. They release their need to know all the answers. Friends are in their life for a reason, and they understand that. They honor and cherish their friends. And they practice a commitment to love and all the good things. They know they're never alone. And they know that making a mistake is just an opportunity to learn. So, they make mistakes along the way, and then they just continue to try with patience. They love themselves. They take pride in their work. They have honor. They trust their intuition. They're very disciplined with what they do. They release the need to have control. They roll with the flow. They accept responsibility for their own self. And they know that they possess gifts of the soul that benefit them and others. So they accept their challenges of adversity. They embrace and nourish the creative aspects of their minds. They know that they're a being of peace, a being of love. Judgment is being called on this situation. And they're choosing to look on the brighter side of life. has. Maybe more. We'll see. It's interesting. It's very similar to all previous reads. I am fascinated by some of the other readers out there, the way that they really pull this out. I love the way that they do that. So we can always learn from each other, huh? So we got a main female here who's very successful. She knows that there's no greater goal than to love. Excuse me. Yeah. Justice is being served. Okay? Justice is being served in this situation. She's going to get the promise and the family. Queen of Wands in the reverse is falsifying evidence to knock the main female out of balance, to cause her mental disturbances. And this gives her great satisfaction. Doing this work gives this Queen of Wands reverse great satisfaction. She's very pleased with herself for coming against this couple. Oh. But you can, one thing's for sure, okay. One thing's for sure. She's furious about this blessing. She's furious about this blessing. This blessing is causing great fury in that woman, and she is in complete denial. She's like, nope, that is not going to happen. I'm going to stop it. She's like, she thinks she's God, and she's like, nope, you're not going to get that. This is my blessing, and I'm taking it. This is her. She really honestly believes it's hers. She honestly believes that she stole it. It's hers because she claimed it. But the problem with that is she has to take it from you. Because it belongs to you. She's got a real screw loose. She can't recognize that somebody else's gift doesn't belong to her. She thinks it does. She thinks everybody else's gifts out there belong to her. So in this devilish energy here, trying to flip the wealth and the relationships of this main male with dishonesty and deceit to steal the benefits of his hard work. But they're not able to bring about an ending for this. Devilish energy, yeah. See? Relationships, friendships. See, upside down. He was trying to flip this man's, and he wanted to undo all of his commitments. The main male's commitments. He wanted to undo his commitments with his friends, with those he collaborates with. And he wanted to bring him a whole bunch of frustration and the need to just survive. That's what this devilish energy was doing in the recent past, with the intention to do all that. But we got death out here in the reverse with our main male, who is in the upright. So, and we got perseverance on the bottom of the deck. So he perseveres through this challenge. Again. So yeah, their intention was to dominate the main male, to dictate to him what he could and could not do, to take from him his wealth, his partnerships, and his income, and his friends, all of that, so that they could then direct him however it was they wanted to. But they weren't able to bring about an ending to his new cycle, and because he perseveres through this challenge. They weren't able to puppet him. Okay, can't puppet him. So there's a light being shown on all of this, and there's a change coming about. They're in big grief about it, and they're guilty because they refuse to let go of the beliefs that don't even assist in their soul's growth. They're not interested in soul growth. They don't want to expand in consciousness or as a being. They just want the material wealth and, go have somebody fan them with a fern and, feed them grapes or whatever. That's what they want. They don't want to earn it. They want to take it from you. And I think that's the problem with this realm, and probably in the many, 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 many thousands of years, is that this is the mindset that we always seem to fall into, this trap of laziness and entitlement, because somebody tells you that what somebody else has and what they've earned and worked for belongs to you for some reason because you're special. So now they're not calm. They're not calm at all. They're in grief. They're in guilt. There's a change coming. This main male and main female are healthy and walking with courage. Their inner strength allows them to face whatever happens. So the Queen of Swords is here. She's a privileged lady. She trusts her inner voice, her intuition. There's a masculine here. He's got her in his thoughts. He wants to make her sick. He wants to make her diseased. He's thinking about how can I make this privileged lady sick. That's what he's thinking about. He's here, and all he can think about is how can I make her sick? How can I disturb her peace? Huh? How can I knock her out of balance? How can I put her in bondage? That's all these ones think about. So there's a false person here who is restless, trying to avoid a collapse of what she's got going on, but it's time. There could be a statute of limitations. They ran out of time, but they refused to quit. They refused to stop. And the main male and female, they're just sitting here with they're just living lives of gratitude, like grateful for everything. So these false people, they wanted the sustainable results. They wanted the reward of this great fortune, and now they're in regret. They're in fear. They're in fear because these reunions are going forth. These reunions are going forth, and they're not going to receive any mercy or aid. The Lovers is in reverse. So there's a fear of commitment. There's disharmony within this entire community. They're envious. None of their relationships are in harmony. They're going to have to live and learn. They're going to have to live and learn. So they weren't able to bring about a death for this. Okay. They're going to have to use caution. They weren't able to rob. They weren't able to rob the good news. Their masks all came off, and they're stopped. And now they're separated. and they're protesting. They're blind. They're blinded. They're in an awkward environment. In a situation that's unfamiliar. They may not be able to see clearly. They're in fright because of the curse that they did for these sweethearts. They're on overload now. And the main female, she's not worried. But these ones, they're not okay. It could be that they're not able to get out of a conflict. They took a bribe. They took money. They took money. They took money, and they weren't able to cause a nightmare for the main female. They wanted to put her in stress. They're not able to gain a life of indulgence. They're not able to relax. They want to apologize. They weren't ready for this. Your vitality was too big. You're getting the mega project. You're moving forward. You're going to be reaching all your goals. Your profession is going to give you a lot of adventure. Those ones who came against you, they're out of luck. They're stubborn. Their illusions, their daydreams, they're not happening. You're not lonely. You're not disappointed. This is just the beginning. This is a brand new beginning. And you got all these ideas. You got a marriage coming up, a life of abundance. You'll have enough. And those who bullied you to bring about a loss, they made vows to try to get your gift. And it was a third wheel situation. All in their head, all in their fantasy. You have alliances. You weren't even coached. You didn't even know what you were doing. They're stuck in their pride, and you're stuck in self-love. There's evidence for what they did against eternal love, and they're going to be in confinement now. They're going to be confined for all of these rituals that they did against eternal love to try to flip it, to try to steal the care. They didn't win. They didn't win. And now they're stuck in this third-party situation. The fortune telling that they did, maybe it was an error. It wasn't right. Like somebody didn't read the cards right or something. What they did hasn't earned them any merit. Their strategy fails. They could be homeless or cast away by their religious groups for trying to steal the savings. They may have to quit. They have to quit everything. They're rejected. They're rejected, and they fell into a trap. They're trapped. So justice is being served. The promise is coming. The family is coming. This main female will get her wish come true. These ones, they were acting really childish. They were acting really childish about this, coming against this couple. They don't even want to settle down themselves. They just want a life of luxury. They're not paying attention to what's important. They're grieving the fact that it didn't go the way that they planned it. They're playing games. They're just playing games, trying to get in the head of this main female. to get her in a victim mentality because they're furious over this blessing that she's receiving. They're in denial. They're like, no, you can't have it. They think it's theirs, and they're like, you can't have it. They won't. Like, they think it's theirs, and they're like, you cannot have it. They don't care how many flames they have to put out. In their mind, you can't have it. It's theirs. Devil energy, flipping all the relationships, flipping all the money, all the friendships, all the partnerships, all the collaboration, all the commitments. But he's not able to cause anxiety for this main male. He's doing all this work, to all these reversals and stuff. But this flighty, not knowing what they're going to do next causes you anxiety. And it came out reversed. So whatever they're doing, it's not causing the main male any anxiety. It's not working. They're not able to puppet him. They're not able to dominate him. He perseveres through this challenge. They tried to use love as an escape, as an emotional escape. Like they thought that if they could strip this man of love, relationships, friendships, family, any kind of wealth, like if he was suffering, he didn't have enough, so he was struggling. They wanted him as low could be so that they could come in and steal his productivity. Because that's the way that they escape the fact that they don't earn blessings. They don't live in such a way that earns blessings. Oops. Okay. So they're empty vessels working on the dark side. Queen of Swords, privileged lady, trust their intuition. This man is sitting here, he can't get her out of his thoughts. He wants her to be ill. He just wants her to be ill. Everybody wants these two to just get sick and die. That's all they want. So that they can steal their inheritance. They want them alone. He wants this woman alone. He wants this Queen of Swords, this privileged lady, ill. He wants her alone. He wants her defeated. This false person is trying to delay a disaster. But it's time. It's time. So she's struggling. She doesn't feel like she's supporting. She's behaving very aggressively, fiercely, because she's taken it as far as she can, and she has to leave. She has to leave these people who live lives of gratitude alone. Okay? She's not grateful for anything. She's just a selfish little bee. All of them are. Focused on this great fortune. They don't care. They don't live with love in their heart. What's in their heart is fear and regret, selfishness, jealousy, insecurity. And you get people like this who steal the divine inheritance of people who, they off them or do whatever they do to marry them and then get them sick and then steal their house and their wealth and all that. Why? Because they don't live lives to earn this stuff. So they steal the divine inheritance. And then you look around you in this world and you wonder, why are all these wealthy people here and the world is in such disarray? They're not doing anything to help anybody. They're just living lives of extravagance with golden hammers and golden toilets, And that's why. Because they're thieves. They didn't earn that. They stole it. And things are difficult right now. Things are hard right now. They feel like everything's growing distant. Everything's crumbling around them. This whole community was envious, but they're all in disharmony. They're imbalanced. They made a lot of bad choices. And now they have to live and learn. And they're tired. It could be that they don't have any energy. Maybe it was returned to sender. Whatever, whatever the energy they had been wearing that belonged to others, perhaps they had to return it, and now they're just tired, feeling crushed emotionally, burned out, in pieces. They feel like it's a long, long road to haul now. Everything's going to be real rocky. They got caught up in that whirlwind, and now everything's ending. They're tangled up, and they cannot free themselves from this sticky situation. They're guilty. They're guilty of reaching into that rabbit hole. They got lost. Everything's in ruins, and they have to face it. Their needs aren't going to be met. They're looking for an exit plan. They have a whole bunch of secrets, but they were tempted by that snake, and now they're looking for forgiveness. They want a way out. They want a way out. They want a way out because they failed to get what they wanted. I hope this helps. I'll see you on the next one.